Good morning, happy, healthy, fabulous. And I'm Ro, your happy mindset coach. And I'm here in England. Yes, I've made it. So I'm going to tell you a funny story about yesterday. So I'm at the airport and I go up to the counter because I knew they'd wanted to see my passport, even though I already checked in. So I go up and she checks my passport and she says, do you have your ETA? And I said, I don't know. I think I get in around 2. And she said, no, your ETA, your electronic travel approval, authorization, electronic travel authorization. And I said, wow, I don't know what that is. And she said, well, in order to come into England, to be approved to come into England, you have to get this ETA. And before you come. I said, okay, how do I do that? She said, well, go online to the government and fill out the forms and pay the fee. And she said, it'll take you through the steps, what you have to do. I said, okay. So I go over to the area where they have the restaurants and stuff, and I get a fresh squeezed orange juice because they have that in Italy. And I'm sitting there having my orange juice, and I'm going to this application, and I fill out all this stuff and take a picture of my passport, take a picture of myself, do all this thing, pay the fee, send it in, and it comes back. I get this email back, and it says your ETA is being processed, and it usually takes 3 days, sometimes sooner. And my flight was in less than 2 hours. So, okay, I could have gotten really upset. Like, 3 days? What? I have to leave, I have to go. But instead, I took a breath, right? I said, well, and I thought, okay, I could be upset and make up a bad story, or I could make up a good story. I'm going to make up a good story. So I consciously made up a good story. I thought, okay, within like 10 minutes or so, I'm going to get an email. And it's going to say that my ETA was approved and I can go on my trip. Okay? Yeah. So I drank my orange juice and relaxed and stuff. And I was getting ready to go to the gate because I figured I'm going to get this before I go. So no problem. I'm getting ready to go to the gate and I get my phone and I look at it and I get this email that says your ETA was approved. And it's attached to your passport. Oh my God. So you make up a good story or bad story. And you know, the worst case scenario is that I wouldn't be able to go to England that day. But it's so much better than, for me, the worst case scenario would be sitting there being upset, mad, and miserable. So think about it. These things happen to us all the time, right? Things happen. And then we get to decide how we're going to deal with them. So remember that. Remember your wow. Remember the good story, not the bad story. Okay, see you tomorrow. And I'm here with my friend, and she's fabulous, and she's a happiness expert. So tomorrow I'm going to let you meet her. All right? See you tomorrow, and Sister and Fabulous. Bye.